Sustainability Board, January 30, 2019, 7 p.m.
All right, this is the January 30th Sustainability Board meeting in the city of Satellite Beach. We'll start off with Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Cool. How's everybody doing tonight?
Very good.
Pretty good, man. Quick question, has everyone seen that like meme on Facebook with Floridians on a Cat 5 hurricane being like the 300 men, but then as soon as 50-degree weather comes, we're all like...
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's been a while. It's almost spring.
Yeah, I guess.
According to the Gregorian calendar?
Yeah, just my calendar. I mean, it's going to get warm eventually.
Not too many citizens came out. Too cold, I guess.
Even
Just
our
a hardy.
cities council.
You can always count on you, Rodney. A hardy soul to come out on a cold evening.
Yes, 51 degrees.
Yeah. It's not cold.
Yeah.
It's not cold according to 30 years ago.
Yeah. True.
It's not cold compared to North Dakota. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I used to scramble to try to keep all my tropical fruit trees alive with heat lamps and wrapping them. I don't even worry about that anymore. It doesn't seem like. But it's going to happen again, probably, even with climate change. But
2011, we had a freeze. The fish all died like snow, but it doesn't affect the beach, and it doesn't affect my tropicals.
Yeah. Well, we're in a microclimate here a little bit in between the river and, yeah, it is. All right, so first order of business is public comment. You want to talk during that, Rodney? Looks like you got something on your, tell us about.
So, 265 South Robert Way, and Rodney Smith. Okay, well, I met with Erica Mailer. She's the, you know her?
I know her.
Oh, yeah. She is one powerful and dedicated woman.
Yes, she is.
Yes, and I vetted her with her for about over 1 hour. And she's been working in the gifted program for over, I think, 7 years. And what an amazing job she's done, okay? But I think a long time ago, 30 years ago, the man, what was the man, you know the man that worked at Surfside?
Surfside. The principal?
No, the 5th grade teacher, and he's dead. But he started gardening at Surfside, and so.
But Erica really ran with it.
Oh yeah, yes. I mean,
I remember when she first started out there with the there was just this old dilapidated butterfly garden. And she took that on, and then she just did amazing things there. Everything from I think every classroom has a garden.
yes.
They grow fruits. They all well, she had the 4-H club that she would do after school, and now she has chickens and I guess, does she still have those? ducks and chickens.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. And I would like for you, Erica Madler is doing a class.
On Friday, she's doing a walkthrough here in the city.
No. Well, I don't know. Chickens in the backyard on the February 23rd in the morning.
I'll talk to her about that.
Yeah.
Where's she doing that, you know?
At the City Center.
Oh, DRX.
So,
Yeah, I think she was one of the first ones to do it in then our homeowners association found out and put an end to that. But, yeah, she knows a lot. Well, I think she tried to get ducks there too or something, and that pushed it over the edge, you know. They were okay with the hens, but not the ducks.
not the
And,
ducks.
yeah, ducks can be messy.
So, you've got a rough plan of our put kids on gardening. And it's our garden.
Is there any other areas around here where they're doing this? Locally, do you know, or are you the first to start this?
The closest thing is the 4-H, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we got the .org and .com, and I believe that we are the first, but I don't know.
Oh, is this something you're starting, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I was a little confused where it said it's a worldwide positive program.
No, on mission statement.
Oh, okay.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
You're going global. I like it.
I'm serious.
I like it.
In fact,
.org.
I like the name. I like a lot of things about it.
So, John Fergus, he read Kiss the Ground. And you, I believe you remember, David, and we talking about it.
That's right.
And man, in my opinion, it's the best book in this young century. It's all to do with gardening, soil,
Food production.
and just sequestering the carbon in our atmosphere. And in my opinion, there's too much carbon, and it's killing us. But there's hope.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, so I want you, and you all got this email to you, yesterday or a few days back. And please give me comments. I'm the gatekeeper, but I want help,
So you talked to Erica, and is she going to help you kickstart that Surfside, or what was the plan there?
Oh.
Yeah, that would be a good start for sure.
They've got a deal at, I mean, I guess it's technically not in the city, but at Sea Park. I know at the Coastal Garden Fair last year, they were Seapark's in the city?
Well, the Coastal Guard Center is the city.
But, anyways, Seapark's got a program
Rotary
that's,
Club.
yeah, that's related as well.
Yeah, you need to
Yeah.
talk to Dawn, what's her last name?
I don't know.
No, I just saw her the other night.
She's a good resource.
I can get you her number.
Okay, yeah, okay, sure, John. Also, I'll bring this up at the Community Garden Network meeting on Friday. That we've been doing with FIT, City of Melbourne, and Cocoa Beach.
Yeah, that would be cool, because I know that, well, she has a garden club, but this would be awesome to really get more parents involved, and I think she told me she has 60 or 80 kids
About 60. I went through it in class.
in the garden club. So she's the new Erica Meyer for Seapark.
Yeah.
She's done amazing things there, but she needs help, She finally got,
We all need help.
she got the parents involved finally by forcing them. I forget what she did, but she finally got them to come
There was
out.
about 10 parents there when I was there.
But they're out there selling, native plants like cactuses and, the ones you can just put in the ground.
Flowers, too.
Yeah, and also T-shirts at the thing
Yeah.
last year. I was impressed by
Yeah, I
their-
bought a
yeah,
T-shirt. and-
Yeah.
Yeah, they had some cool stuff.
Rodney, this is superficial feedback, but I think the name is great, but I might go with Hook Kids on Gardening. I feel like it flows a little bit better.
I misprinted it.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
what he thought.
yeah. Because it kind of reminds me of when
I misprinted.
does anyone remember Take a Kid Fishing they used to have?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like kind of similar concept. Yeah.
That's what he did.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Last
you?
year, I was there last year with
Oh.
them.
I started it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
15 years ago.
Okay, that's
Kids on-
awesome.
Yeah, I was there last year. It was awesome. Nick was there. My son was there. We got a fishing pole. He gives a fishing pole to you for free.
That's awesome. This is a,
But after you complete the whole cycle
Yeah.
of education
Yes.
with different types of people, Nick did college and stuff like that.
David Floyd, that you hit on something. The parent must come, or the gardening unit.
Well, I do have something, Rodney.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to Dawn and see what her technique was.
Well, I have a comment. I know a friend, he's a director and started the Muddy Camp, it's called Muddy Sneakers. And what they do, Muddy Sneakers in North Carolina.
Okay.
And so what they did, he used to live in South Carolina, moved there and started this program. It's an after-school program to get kids into ecology classes
Yeah.
after school. It's fun, kids love it, they go in the woods and they learn about things. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And I started something at our school in Montessori Mount Pleasant, which is in Charleston. And, we did kind of the same thing. It's an ecology class for young kids. You go in the marsh and do ecology there. So it can definitely work. It needs to be done. It takes a lot of experienced people. Nick is awesome at it. I've seen him do it for camps here.
Erica.
I'd recruit.
Mailer had good things to say about you.
We had a good report. I will say this, to hook kids on gardening, if I could give an idea, a shepherd's hook, instead of a fishing hook, maybe a shepherd's hook, because it's a type of hook that isn't, right.
Yeah,
So it's a way to kind of corral
yeah.
and teach. If you're looking for a hook logo or something, because I know the hook logo from Kids on Fishing is really kind of part of that.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think the whole thing's awesome.
But I love it, Rodney. Yeah, I'm going to take it to the Community Garden Network on Friday. You're welcome to join me at that meeting. And we'll also talk to Seapark and the Eco Verde School. I think would be a good reach to reach out to those folks.
Oh,
Sister school.
I already.
Yeah.
You guys ready, John? Verde?
No.
Okay.
So,
I think you've done that, Hook Kids on Fishing there at the school.
Yeah, in fact, Mike Coneen, our executive director, did it, and you attended it?
No, I didn't attend.
Okay, and So we started Hook Kids on Fishing, and it turned into the AFC, the English for Conservation. And then we got money and hired a executive director, and he's been working it with us for over 3 years.
Yeah, if you guys don't know about Hook Kids on Fishing, look it up on Facebook. They do this stuff all
Great
around,
videos around.
yeah, all over the state. It's an incredible program, and that's really why I'm really excited about this, because he has already succeeded in doing a program very similar in a sense.
So you started that, and what state?
I want to be a part of this.
And they do it all over the
Oh,
state.
yeah. It's
Awesome.
It's been through the Panhandle, to the Keys, to Keys West, to outside, in, Jacksonville, and I'm excited because much more than Hook Kids on Fishing, and it's got purpose.
That's exactly right. You're on it. I want to be able to help you out if I can.
Oh, okay, so, send me the shepherd's hook, and then Donna or.
Dawn.
There you
Yes.
go.
Sea Park, there you go.
There's their contact info.
And I'll do the Community Garden Network.
And her name.
Oh,
Chris, you want to talk to
okay.
John
About,
about the program?
yeah, sure.
And I would be willing to you can put me on your volunteer base, because I'll go out, and she's been wanting me to come to Sea Park anyway to do, talk about fruit trees or.
Yeah.
Dave?
Yeah, we can definitely talk about fruit trees.
Yeah.
We can do a
Field trip.
field trip.
To your yard, my.
Do you have a direct contact on this?
It would be funny.
Bring
Yeah,
up food
in
in, that would
fact,
be killer. That would really get them excited.
But, Chris?
Yep.
Yeah, you just have to go in.
My-
Spring.
In fact, I've already got,
Yeah, that's good.
a card drafted up, and I'm a volunteer coordinator. And I will email you, Chris,
Okay.
or Christopher.
Yeah, is my email on the group thing? Yeah.
They're official.
It doesn't say Christopher, it says like,
Let's go through some background checks.
KR15, something weird, so I don't know how it shows up.
I think it, for me, it's just your name.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this is cool. I really like it.
You got some great
It'd be-
people.
It'd be nice to even, try to get some of the other schools involved, like,
The Lawrence.
Well, I think you should start with one, get it
The Junior Sustainability Board.
And then,
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife, she's very,
the good thing about DeLore is that all the graduates from Erica Myers, I mean, they've been,
Yeah.
at least all the Surfside kids that are going to Delora already have that ingrained in them, and
Yeah.
hopefully
They're sprouting.
they're wanting to continue that.
sprouting.
Because a
We
long
need to
time
find a
ago, we
teacher.
tried some things like that there, and it didn't really seem to get much interest from the kids at all.
We need to find a teacher at Holland, it sounds like.
Holland would be the next,
Teresa May might be a good get now.
I'm just saying, it's
yeah.
This is good. Great. Thanks again, Ronnie.
But, I mean, after school is good because you have a captured audience, and those kids, if they're there, you start.
Yeah, thank you, Rodney. Any staff comment? Pretty good? All right, Nick is going to give us the staff update.
Staff update. Board and community. So we're starting with projects this month. We have implemented some city recycling signage a city recycling signage project where signage is placed at city facilities. A complete project description and methods of implementation were provided in the previous agenda for the new year. And the signage has been printed. The stickers and the actual PVC boards are all printed and will be installed hopefully next week. I wanted to do it with Zach before he left. He's leaving in February. And that was one of his big projects that he wanted to see done. So you're going to see outside at this facility, next to the 3 cans that are out there, a sign that describes how to use those cans effectively, focusing on recycling of bottles, cans, and cardboard. Very simple. And then what not to recycle, food and plastic bags. That way we can get people to put things in the right bin and reduce contamination. It's also going to be at the RS Center, by the gym. It's going to be at the fire station, the police station, Public Works, so city staff can be reminded of it as well, so that we can lead by example. And then also anyone that visits those facilities will see that signage as well. So that's going on. That was presented at the December 4th meeting, and it's been implemented. The city has the letter of interest for the Dark Skies Association that I've been working on with Jazzy, and that's being sent in. I would like to have everybody's signature to add to that, so if everyone would like to, either before we leave today, just sign a piece of paper and I can digitally put it on there. I have a printout of what we're going to say, and I will send that off to the Dark Skies to try to get that ball, really rolling. Because that's all we need to do is just submit the letter of intent. Then other work underway this month. Classroom presentations on the topic of stormwater will continue, even past the final date of our work with the SEAS grant, even though we've worked with Balance for Earth and completed the required educational component for that. We're going to continue on, and we're going to move into the 319 stormwater requirements the city's been doing in the past. Blue Light is taking care of that. I'm going to continue and take that over, save the city some money, and go out to local schools to talk to the kids about stormwater. I'll be using that material and other material that we've generated. And the next one is going to be on February 17th, and I'll be at Ocean Breeze Elementary, where I could probably mention the Hook Kids on Gardening to some teachers while I'm there. So that'll kind of work really well. Next is January 27th. There will be a community garden work day. Well, that was supposed to be on Sunday. Unfortunately, it rained all day. I don't know if you noticed. On Sunday, it rained all day. All day. All day. Which put a little bit of a damper on a rain cloud situation. So we're going to be trying to do that again. I'm going to be out there tomorrow. The goal of it was to do the composting because of Rodney's request. We went ahead and purchased the worms, and I got 100 night crawlers and 1,000 red wigglers from the company that you recommended. It was like,
Be careful about putting them out there when it's cold.
So I keep them in my office right now. They're happy in my compost with the coffee and the banana peels. Hopefully they don't escape. But right now,
If it's composting, it'll generate heat.
yeah. But they should be fine.
Does anyone else know about this?
It should be fine. Well, yeah, actually, Jackie did, because I had it in the kitchen and Jackie wanted to do that. So that's kind of funny. So that's going on. Right now we have it ready to go, but I didn't want to freeze the worms yet. So I have that ready. Once we finish the compost. Is
Worms. No.
Oh, the worms.
No. The key to the compost.
The key to
The actual physical key?
Is there a key?
No. The key to the compost. You got this.
Oh, yeah. So, that's the key to the compost, right?
Yeah.
So that, if we build it on Thursday, I'd like anybody that's available to come out and help. I'll be out there doing that just because it was scheduled for Sunday, but, because of rain, it doesn't look like we're going to get that done. We had the kitchen with my tea all lined up, but unfortunately. So if the weather gets a little bit better.
So when are we going to do that again?
So I would like to do it tomorrow, just to kind of get it done.
What time?
But if everybody has a different date in mind, we could kind of plan it around a different date. I was going to be out there at 10:30.
I could do it then.
Yeah? So, if anybody wants to join us tomorrow, I mean, it's gonna be easy. It's 3 bins that are 4x4s with 2x4 bracers, and then we're gonna use, Chris, kind of like what we did before
Yeah.
with the pallets,
Mhm.
just bigger, a little bit more well designed.
Cool.
With hinges and doors and all that. So that'll be tomorrow. We'll be up there at 10:30, probably working until around lunch, and probably knock it out in about 2 hours or so.
Make sure the gate's open, I'll bring my tools.
Okay, great. I can make sure the gates open. Public meetings and events. On January 30th, the Dolores Sustainability Board meeting took place. That was this morning. And the kids are moving along with their water bottle program to get sponsors, so the sponsors can buy water bottles, much like ones that we have. Those proceeds that they sell the water bottles will go directly towards funding the fountain, and then funding the next fountain. Their first fountain will be just like the one that we have, and it'll go near their food court area.
Whatever happened with the, or what type of filter does the fountain that we have? Is it just a carbon filter type setup?
I don't want to overreach, but I have.
'Cause I remember we
I
talked
have the
about
paperwork
trying
in
to
the
do
office.
the reverse osmosis.
I
and
think it comes with it already installed.
Yeah.
It is reverse
Yeah, I
osmosis?
think it already comes, but I don't want to, speak out. So I have the paperwork in my office, I can grab that.
That's pretty cool if it is.
Yeah.
Because most of the ones I've seen just look like they're just carbon, which basically just takes out chlorine and,
Which is important.
yeah.
But, yeah, okay, so that, once that first sponsor gets selected, we're looking at all the different, businesses and restaurants in the area the kids are going out, as well as Amy from Delora, who kind of does their sponsorship program for Delora. She's going out and looking for a big sponsor to try to get that first initial donation. So that's ongoing. I also got the kids to think about doing smaller projects, like just beautifying around the school by planting some native plants and things in some areas. Like, they have 2 planters out front that are just full of dead plants, like right out front of, the school.
Yeah, the
Like something
landscape is
simple.
really degraded since
Yeah, so just we're gonna look at some simple, really easy projects they can do before or after a meeting. And then I'm gonna mention to them the Kids on Garden. So that's a good one too.
You know what has to happen there is that somebody needs to push the school board to bring in some mulch. Because they have that capability, but they don't like, it needs to be set up on a regular basis. Because the only thing they do is they come around and they butcher all the palms and kill most of them. They try to kill things.
They're
They try to
stretch
grow
growth
things
there.
grow, but.
There'll be maybe another goal of the
Yeah.
Satellite Sustainability Board that's gonna be created, so.
I mean, if the kids asked,
Right, they have a lot of weight.
they might,
Yeah.
that might pull some more weight, but I don't know. I mean, we had a tough time getting that to happen, but that's so important out there, because
To
those
keep the
plants
plants.
are just struggling to survive in that sterile sand, and unless there's some really, really hardy plants, they,
Well, if we start composting, we can start maybe giving them some richer soil to put around some things too, which could be.
'cause I mean, even the natives that we planted out there, a lot of those died.
Yeah, even natives get
Well, they don't get watered, and they get beat up by the wind, but.
So, the next thing is the Florida Friendly Landscaping Seminar, taking place February 16th, from 9 to 1 at the Melbourne Auditorium. I will be emceeing for that event. Topics will be bats, bees, lagoon, and landscaping.
Is that a weekend, or?
It's a weekend. It'll be Saturday.
Okay.
And
Again, one more time with the date?
February 16th, from 9 to 1, and we have some plants being donated from, I think, 4Cs, Maple Street Natives, Rockledge Gardens, and other businesses like that.
So you can buy plants?
No, they're given away.
Okay.
Raffle.
Oh, cool.
There will be people like the Native Plant Society there.
Selling too.
Yeah, as well.
That's cool.
Where's the location?
Melbourne Auditorium.
For the fruit tree sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to get the Brevard Fruit Tree people to be there. I don't know if they got back to one of our partners. Our partners include City of Palm Bay, City of Melbourne, Brevard County IFAS, City of Satellite Beach, and the NEP, which they've been a great partner in many things. Then additionally, on that same day, there's also the Sampson's Island Open House event, being held at Sampson's Island, from 9 till 2. The pontoon boat will depart from the fire station and ferry visitors to the island at 15-minute intervals. And just in case no one knows, and anybody listening wants to know, the fire department is located at 1390 South Patrick Drive, Satellite Beach, right down the street. I would love to be able to report to the rec center that somebody from our team could volunteer to do a table there. I won't be able to do it because I will be at the Florida Friendly Landscaping Seminar. Is there anybody that will be able to table and talk about sustainability on that day during that time? No?
Not the island?
At the island. Yeah.
Well, we do that every year, but we go and do the kayaking
Right.
stuff. That's what I normally do.
Yeah. Are you still doing kayaking this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it every year. I mean,
Yeah, you can't not do that.
I'm on the committee.
Yeah.
It's a working committee, which makes sense. I like it, but.
So if anybody can get with me and let me know, I would love to be able to report back to the rec that somebody can just table and just talk to people about this board and what it does. Keep it real simple.
Yeah, it's fun. It's easy.
Yeah.
I could, if somebody wants to split it with me, I couldn't do the whole time, but
Yeah.
I could,
Okay. And I'll set everybody up, whoever wants to go, with a really simple,
because I want to go to the other one
Box full of
too.
goodies. yeah, that's true.
How are you
I
gonna
could
get
do
up there? How are you gonna get there?
You get it by boat.
Yeah. So
It's
you
free. We have ferries that go
Yeah, the
there.
ferry.
Oh, there's the
They
ferry.
get lunch
Okay.
too for free. It's an awesome thing. It's every single year.
Wonderful peanut butter and jelly sandwich with a red apple. It's absolutely delicious.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, if you do decide to volunteer to be there, they tend to want the volunteers to set up about 8. So you show up at the fire department at 8. I will have everything at the fire department ready for you to go. I'll already drop that off the day before.
So just a table and,
Just a table and a couple of different brochures on the things that we talk about, and sign-up list for anybody that wants to.
should be pretty good. Oh, wait, no, that's,
And it's usually a pretty good turnout, you know.
About 100 at least.
really? You get that many people out there?
Yeah, full
Yeah.
boats every trip.
Yeah, 14 people on a boat, like 12 boats. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, so email me, let me know. Or just meet me after, we can talk. Future topics and special presentations. Thursday, January 24th, 7 p.m. here at City Hall in the Council Chambers. We will have Sustainability Workshop number 12. So our next workshop, our first one was City Projects Updates. Our next one is going to be lawn maintenance and stormwater.
Should that be February 24th?
I'm sorry, February 28th.
Okay, I was just,
Yeah, our last one was January 24th, our next one is February 28th. And that's going to be lawn maintenance and stormwater will be on February 28th.
Yeah, you actually had a bigger crowd than we did. Seriously, you had a pretty good crowd.
We had a really good crowd in the last one, City Projects Update was good, had some questions.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll continue that trend this year. We did a lot of them video recorded last year with Balance for Earth. This year we're going to move towards in-house so that we can use Balance for Earth services on bigger projects with a little bit more quality video on things like our solar installation. I mean, that was a really nice video, and I can't wait to see that drop. That'll be soon too.
Where's the, isn't there somewhere where you have the savings being displayed?
That's being displayed right there in the lobby. Yeah. So that TV on the lobby displays currently what we're generating, and then there's different ways you can use the remote control and scan through day, week, month, and total generation of power on a graph, which is really easy to view. It also tells you the amount of carbon. We're over 20 tons of carbon avoided from our solar already since October.
So we net zero?
I'll have to talk with Justina, and that varies, you know, depending on the day and how much
Probably
power.
not this time of year,
Yeah, probably not this
if
time.
you're going to.
Yeah. But yeah, 20 tons of carbon avoided,
Especially today.
which is pretty impressive. So that's, the next one is February 28th, and then after that, the Coastal Garden Fair, which was mentioned before, will be April 27th this year, and we're going to team up with the Beautification Board and do Coastal Garden Fair and Earth Day celebration, and that'll be from 9 till 2. The event is still kind of being planned out. We reached out to all the different vendors that were there previously, both at our Earth Day event and at the Coastal Garden Fair. We are, looks like, going to have the EV drivers join us, and they're going to take up what will be the south section of the parking lot. So we'll have kind of 3 different things going on, a whole bunch of different sustainability, Earth Day-minded activities, which will not have a pizza eating contest this year. I'll try to have a salad eating contest, I think, to try to be more Earth Day friendly. Because I don't know how healthy that was for me or anybody else that did the pizza eating contest last year. So we'll move that to something a little bit more sustainable, and maybe even from the garden, we can maybe get some things.
Maybe eggplant eating contest.
Eggplant eating contest, that could be really cool. I'll cook up a lot of eggplant farm, it'll be.
How about a fasting contest? That'd be very sustainable.
Very sustainable.
Yeah, it would be.
Additionally, there's a couple of future topics that I didn't get on the staff report that came up. I'll just mention them real quick. There's the beach cleanup. I know as part of our last meeting, we talked about moving forward with beach cleanups being a kind of regularly scheduled thing. We didn't come up with a date, but I'd like to suggest March 9th, because we can team up with the already existing Pelican cleanup that QEB and the Shota cleanup happens.
That makes sense.
So let's team up with them, and I'll, reach out to them and tell them we're going to help promote it. We can be there. I'll make it a point to be there myself, and we can make that happen. The next one with the Shota cleanup is February 9th at Pelican at 8 a.m. If you want to go and just show the support, it's a really great way to kind of start the ball rolling with that. And then the next one, March 9th, I think is a good one to team up with. And then other than that, there is an email I got this morning from the Satellite Beach Public Library, where the rain garden and native plants were put in last year.
Yeah.
They want us to come back and kind of help them with the rain barrels, Dave. I don't know if you want to kind of schedule something with me to work with them, because apparently people have been taking the screens off and using them as trash cans. So maybe create some signage or something that we can put there, or maybe even paint on the rain barrel, like what it is. I don't know. It's a really unfortunate issue, and they just kind of want some support and stuff.
Are people really?
People are impressive. People are really impressive.
So they're leaving them there, but it's like people who are there for like to use the rec facilities or whatever, or just like think it's a trash can.
I guess so.
Okay.
Very interesting.
So it's not theft; it's misuse.
I remember I called you because there was cigarette butts in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to definitely, maybe, I can use some of our funds to maybe create some educational material, put up some really simple signs. So let people know what they are.
You can wire them on or something so that.
Yeah, I mean, there are some that people glue on with like silicone seal.
Yeah, that's the way I did it.
Just, that ain't going nowhere now. We can do that.
Smokers are shameless. I mean, there's cigarette butts in my driveway like every morning when I take out or every week when I take out my trash, which blows my mind.
It's your driveway.
Well, I mean, it's people who are driving by, I guess, But I mean, it blows my mind that people still smoke, and there's the dude just like think it's okay to throw their cigarette butt out in someone else's yard,
Grow up. It's not getting any better.
Yeah.
In fact, Dylan once had an idea.
A great idea.
I understand, we just haven't had the support to really pull it off, but yeah, there's a great idea to recycle cigarette butts because they are plastic. But it's
It'll happen.
yeah, it's a future project. It's a future project.
That'll go ahead and take care of staff report for this meeting. So thank you all very much. Any questions or comments on staff report?
So,
Public comment?
Public comment?
You can comment.
you know what the key I'm talking about? The one that has the lock and the compost is there.
Oh, yeah.
You got it?
No, I get bolt cutters. I don't have a key for it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
we're gonna
so,
set that.
so, okay.
Yeah.
So you guys were talking about a key.
I got something that'll
Like,
take it
what
off.
is it?
You need to take the lock off?
I know. Right. He is the worms help compost.
That's
That's
your
what I thought.
Sawzall?
That makes it into soil.
So your Sawzall you're gonna bring?
No, that's
That's
better
your
than
trusty
a
Sawzall?
It's a small gauge wire.
Metal
That's
cutter.
holding it
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Come on, cut it
So just
off.
go cut it.
In fact, I think it was rust.
I can help you with that water bear.
The water.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So, back to the library.
Oh, okay.
What should we do on that? Should I initiate contact, or do you?
I'll call Marlena from the library and set the time to come in, and I'll email you on the chain.
Yeah, I mean, we could definitely go and fix everything, but we need to have like somebody there, or a couple of people there that
Employees from the library too.
can, just check on it or something.
Thank you.
Jeff, and I've been volunteering my time to clean up Carol Grovich.
Yeah, she got the grant and got the plants, and I helped with the rain barrels, but
It looks way better. I mean, it looks awesome. People comment.
I wanted to have
walk around there all the time.
I wanted to have it set up automatic, so everything just waters, but I don't think anybody goes out there and opens the valve, or if they do, they open it and leave it open, or who knows what happens. But it's all set up to, it's on, there's drip irrigation connected to the barrels, and
Well, how well is that going to work during the dry season?
well,
My wife was out there when the plants were getting established, and they were having to use quite a bit of water.
Yeah.
And the only way she could do it, she took the screen off and dipped it in gallon jugs and did it that way, and then put the screen back on. But if you make the screen so it can't come off, that
These are kind of a small
Not
little
fast enough.
city.
He's talking about 10
Figured
gallons.
Yeah, it's right here. Figured it out.
Meryl Filter just got waved on that one.
Put some fancy words in cursive or something. Water,
Some where you
barrel.
pull the.
And I don't think there's any
Kinda
flagpole. That's been a problem.
rain barrel, rain water barrel, whatever. But
And so the point is that
people want to do the right thing.
Yeah.
they need.
Do the right thing inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People vape now. People are not smoking as much nearly. I mean, seriously, that's, because they used to go to CVS, they used to have cigarettes up there.
Yeah.
They don't have anything up there but cologne and perfumes up there now.
Great.
There's a reason. People are vaping. I'm just letting words out.
Well, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe they're not going to be flicking
They're
their
still
butts everywhere.
flicking cigarette butts on.
They do occasionally. I don't see them that much.
Still number one
I
polluter.
don't hang around people that smoke.
Anyway, on a positive note, I do see a huge momentum on getting rid of plastic bags
Yes.
and worldwide. I've kind of-
Statewide, for sure.
statewide, and I'm hoping with our new governor, maybe we can make some changes there, because he definitely seems like he's going to be making some good environmental changes, but,
Thank you, Rodney.
thanks, Rodney.
Thanks.
See ya.
The Bavard Assembly working group mentioned something along those lines at the last meeting, which was on the 28th. Talking about working, county to county, city to city, and doing something along those lines. So that might be a good event for people to attend in the future, if you want to bring things like that up.
Well,
We can get a lot of, support.
some of the big manufacturers, like Ben & Jerry's, Procter & Gamble, are all trying out reusable containers, which to me doesn't seem like it's going to work all that well, but
Who's gonna bring back their ice cream?
I know, that's the thing that,
Just one.
I mean, I would be happy if they just switched to a paper type product for packaging. And they do have that. I don't know if you ever, I think it's one of the detergent bottles I saw that is actually molded out of paper.
Really?
Yeah, it was really cool, and it's like, what's the name of that? I can't remember the name of the brand, but it's not like a real common
Was it
brand.
recycled paper material?
Yeah, somehow they formed it, and, you know,
Thing is that according to the MRC sponsored a thing with somebody from the county and waste management about recycling. And you'd be surprised what things should not go in. And one of them was things like milk cartons because they're coated. And they're backing way off on things like glass bottles,
glass bottles.
They don't want paper.
well, it's this kind of paper, it's okay, but they didn't want this kind of paper because it just blows around. And then I forget, there was a deal on what kind of plastics, but they really narrowed down on what they want. There was a big display of what they didn't want and a much smaller display of what they did want.
Yeah, it's a big problem with recycling, and I mean, there was the city of Deltona said, we're not going to take any more recyclables because it costs us more to recycle than it does to throw it away. And
China's not buying it.
yeah, a lot of people are pretty
That's the
upset.
biggest problem, is it's all stacking up right now. Since China stopped buying, we've actually now been storing more recyclables than we're getting rid of.
So what we got to do is figure out ways to use it.
Yeah.
Not created in the first place.
Yeah.
Take those bottles and turn them into cups. You ever seen people do that?
Or earth ships.
You can take
Earth
you
ships,
can cut 'em.
walls,
I've seen earth
walls.
ships.
What's that?
It's right next to geodesic domes.
Oh, yeah, earth ships. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Ships
about.
with recycled glass or tires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, aluminum is readily recyclable, but it's just all the other stuff. Paper's pretty recyclable, but plastic, you know.
Our main messaging for the city on the signs is going to be, do not recycle plastic bags. Do not cross-contaminate. Do not try to recycle food into that container. You know, the contamination issue is what we're trying to.
It's amazing. I would say
I'm
almost
out there in that bin every day.
I would say like 80% of the recycle bins that I open, either I have rental properties or other, you know, if I could put something in somebody else's, that doesn't have the right stuff in there. It's amazing how bad that problem is. But anyway, okay, let's move on. Staff updates complete. Board member comments. Anybody got any comments?
No.
Okay. Agenda items for next meeting. Anybody have anything?
I think we got a lot coming up.
I have one thing that I want to talk about. Maybe that's the Facebook page. Has it been getting regular? Do you post on it regularly, or?
We've got Zach posting on it right now. He does all the articles and pictures and everything else. I'm mainly focused on production right now with films.
Okay. So Zach's been
Every day.
really?
Oh, he's on it.
I wonder why I don't get anything on my Facebook feed.
Because Facebook has algorithms. It's, I could
You
talk
have
you
to
for hours.
physically go like and share that page
Well,
often.
yeah, no, if you actually go to the page, there's a way, like on little dots, that you can, like, select see first. You actually have to manually go to the page and say that you want to see it first on top of your timeline.
Okay.
Facebook algorithms and the way they're setting it, I could talk for hours on this stuff, and I don't even want to get into it right now, but Facebook is just crazy.
Okay.
But that's a good topic because Zach will be leaving. So in the future, if there are any Facebook posts that anybody wants to
Oh, yeah, that's actually a huge thing we need to figure out.
get out there, please just send them to me, and I'll be taking care of the Facebook page until we get a new intern, and then I'll put the next intern on there. But the way that Zach's been doing it, he's been doing such a great job. I don't really need to vet his selection so much.
Yeah, we need to.
But I think if we go in with another intern in the future, that might be more difficult to kind of groom them to know what to post. So for right now, if there's anything that anybody wants posted, share with me directly via Facebook on my page, on my personal page, or just message me that information.
That's a good way.
And then I'll just go ahead and I'll go.
Yeah, that's convenient.
Yeah, that's really easy.
I don't want to have to email it to you.
No, it's right there on Facebook, just message me that link.
Okay.
I want to see the stuff too. So,
That's a good idea.
As long as it's okay through city.
Yeah, we just can't have everybody
I'll double
doing
check.
that ones, but.
Yeah, as long as it can be saved on that archive social, then we're okay.
Well, maybe we can talk a little bit about what we want to put on there.
Maybe have
Because-
themes for different times of year and things of that nature.
And maybe keeping it more local than global. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing some global, but
The only reason why, and I've had this conversation with Zach as well, the global, because we did want to stay more local, but there's not a lot of content. So when you're trying to engage an audience consistently to keep your reach existent on Facebook, you need to have something to push. And so just the general, community information isn't enough to constantly engage.
what about when we, when you have your meetings and things like that? I won't get
Those always
too-
go on, yeah. Those always go on.
And I would put a bunch of pictures
They
on
do
there.
pretty good. They
Yeah.
make pictures and events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What I would like to do is
Because people like that kind of stuff, and they'll
the
share it,
imagery.
and they'll.
And then we were doing some videos with Dylan, so we can take some of the clips that we've used before and use those too in the future.
Okay.
But for the posting, I would like to see a kind of set schedule of what we want to do. Where Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we know that Monday is Ocean Day. Tuesday is Nature Trails Day, and we always post something trying to be related to a certain topic.
Well, we
That
can-
kind of get people on
Quick question.
the
I
group.
know in the past we talked about potentially even partnering with beautification board or something.
I would like to give a day to
To give
beautification
them a
board
day on
and a day for events.
Okay.
Yeah, because they don't have a page, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, let's not discuss too much more of it now, or we won't have anything to
Right.
talk about in the next meeting.
Sampson's Island also, you should tie that into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, save all those comments, and let's just,
Because that's, it's,
let's just say social media. We may even want to expand it to
Okay, yeah.
Instagram or something, I don't know, but just social media.
Use my Twitter account.
Can I make one time-sensitive comment? I just want to invite everybody. I'm joining the KBB board, and I'm doing Lee Brevard this year, and our action project actually kind of ended up bringing the two together. It's actually with downtown or Cocoa Beach Main Street or whatever. We're trying to encourage sustainability amongst the businesses there, which is a lot of restaurants. So I was like, they've got this litter quitter program, which I learned about from them coming to present here, and it's it's you can go to the different levels, but I was like, ask first for straws is so obvious, and it's even if they don't want to go to sustainable products, that could be a cost saver just by not using as many plastic straws. So we're going to do one thing, which is an event which hasn't been, I don't think, from that date yet, but it'll be after our next meeting, so I'll let you guys know about that. But it's going to be hopefully at Coconuts and getting all the restaurants together in Cocoa Beach. But the other thing we're doing is the litter quitter programs. I think that most of those have been around lunchtime for the trainings for volunteers. They're going to do a specific one at nighttime. It's going to be at 5:30 on February 25th at the Niami, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, lodge at the zoo. So it's a KBB Lee Brevard event, but you guys are all totally welcome to come and get trained as litter quitter volunteers. So it'll be, like I said, for me, getting out there during the daytime, and I know a lot of other people, it's not as easy. So please all come if you want to come get litter quitter trained.
It's a good training.
Yeah.
And I will say, if you want to reach out to them, and I think we should team up with someone maybe Whiskey Beach Pub and do a training day or night.
Yeah.
Have an actual business that does the program, get them to sign up, because I love going to the zoo for stuff.
Yeah.
For our community and getting people engaged.
Yeah.
Love to be local.
To get more satellite. Yeah, that's a great idea.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I'll mention that.
It's a good training. It's just-
Yeah. No, I had, and then the daytime thing was a thing for me, and it's Lee Brevard folks, they all, they're all most of them are working 9 to 5, so that's why we were able to get them to do it. But I thought of other folks, if that's, if that works for your schedules, please all come. That'd be February 25th, 5:30.
Yeah, I have.
We may have beer. That's not confirmed yet or not. I mean, it's gonna be a cash bar, but we need to figure out if we're gonna get bartenders or not. But we're trying to. I personally want to have a social. I personally want to have a social event afterwards. It would be cash bar, but it'll be a social in any event. We may have beer available, I should
Have beer at
say.
the Sampson Island thing?
no.
No,
Never
not to bring. Can you bring your own? Obviously.
I've never seen anybody. It's just really kids, because young kids,
Yeah.
they're just going to an island,
You wanna go to the island, you guys all go to the island.
It's their first time, and you have, you know.
It was just a question. It's more
I'll
like
say
a
no.
general
I'll officially
question.
say no.
Yeah.
It's just-
But you can camp there for free anytime, which I've just camped
And
just
this weather is perfect for
a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, it was awesome, lots of fun.
Are there kids camping over there?
You can camp anytime, you bring your boat and you camp there. You can.
Does the,
We should do a team building board.
You have to get your permit at the Schechter Center before you go.
I used to have like
It's free.
It's like a seasonal.
We should do it.
It's for 1 year.
Let's just.
Yeah, yeah.
what they call the boat
They should
squad
charge
guys,
for
they would go police free.
Yeah.
Do they still do that?
There was, before I forget, there was one more thing reminding me with the KBB. Speaking of Facebook and the posts, I'm going to post something tomorrow about a KBB rainbow workshop, just in case anybody wants to share that information. KBB doesn't typically do rainbow workshops, usually it's an MRC thing, but they are branching out to do a specific one targeted at a specific audience that requested it. So, yeah, please like and share that event. It's just because Mark reminded me of the KBB. It was something I got today on my email.
I'm not looking, I'm emailing myself about your idea, so it'll be there when I start thinking about stuff again tomorrow morning.
Okay, so
Read the minutes, it'll be in the
agenda, any other,
Done that quickly.
There'd be a lot of specificity for the minute.
any other agenda items for,
I've got a question. When do you expect the Stetson project to have a product that's available to the public? By the next meeting, the meeting after?
I can get you that answer by the next meeting.
what's that about, the Stetson
That's
project?
the sea level rise.
That's the big sea level rise
CBS
project.
Stetson.
3 years, $300,000.
Yeah. I know.
Seems
that
to
the
me
draft
that-
report is completed, and that's something that.
Whenever that's ready to go public, it really, somebody ought to present something about that to this board the first meeting after that
That's a great idea.
is available.
So who paid
Whether
for
it's
it?
February, March, April, whatever.
Who paid for that?
That was
So it's
a
rising. I mean, that's the word, right?
Sea grant, Florida Sea grant.
For the sea grant.
And they did it specifically in our community or just?
Just Satellite Beach.
How does the lake accept all that water? So if we do have a flood, because it's low-lying area right there.
DeSoto?
Yeah, so if it goes down there and it fills that lake up, does that water pump out to the creek or what
It goes
happens?
through the baffle box and the denitrification wall. So there's a denitrification wall in the ground right on the western side of where the parking lot is. And all the water moving sideways will move through that BAM layer, that live active media, breaking down any of the extra nutrients. And then any other excess water will go through the baffle box.
And then that goes where?
To the lagoon.
Oh, that goes, yeah.
Yeah.
It goes in.
How much did that fill up the other day? Anybody look at it?
It rained.
Yeah, it rained.
All day.
All day.
It was probably pretty low though.
Well, it was already low.
Yeah.
So I think they were kind of anticipating that and planning. But I haven't actually gotten a chance to physically look at it yet. Has anybody seen the pond?
Yeah,
You
I looked there.
I mean, well, have you seen like the well change? Did it?
Yeah, I mean.
Did it overflow? Did it go?
No,
into
it
the
didn't.
parking
No,
lot?
it didn't. I was curious about how it all worked, but it's been fine.
That'd be a good Facebook post.
If it's
too.
well designed, it should
Well, we
never
posted about it,
go over
but
the,
not with pictures of the flood. That would have
Okay, so I want to add one more agenda item for next meeting, if you guys agree, and that would be to talk about the Coastal Garden Fair and how we might be able to contribute to that.
Okay. I'll come back with any requests for beautification for it.
Yeah, that'd be good if you could chat with them, because other than just having a table there, I like that event, and it'd be great if we could support it even more.
So we're going to co-sponsor it, is the idea.
Oh, we are co-sponsoring,
Yeah.
okay.
And our award is doing the Earth Day portion, just like we did before. And they're doing the Coastal Garden Fair, we're just combining the two events.
Yeah, so think about this for the next meeting, like what kind of cool things we could do there.
Anybody that wants to create a station,
Yeah.
we can create a station.
Anything from
Talk about that topic.
weaving plastic bags into mats, to taking glass bottles and turning them into cups. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff
My
out.
friend does a bird feeder out of glass bottles.
There you go.
All kinds of cool things. I'll make sure he gets invited to it.
Yeah.
Even better, tipsy feeders.
Tipsy feeders.
We do have water bottles for sale there, right?
We'll do our water bottles.
And the bags.
Bags.
How much is it for a booth, like if a business was going to?
We didn't decide on the price yet.
Okay.
Additionally, I don't know if anyone saw on Facebook, there was a large fish that was placed at the beach, and it was then filled with recyclables.
Oh, yeah, I think that was in Peru.
Mm-hmm. And it worked pretty well. I got a lot of people posting it, reminding me about it. If we would like to do anything like that, an art installation, I think the Beautification Board would be a nice partner to do something like that with. My brother is an artist and already offered to build.
At the beach somewhere, or just?
Yeah, I would have to talk with Public Works and the city manager. But maybe for an event like Ocean Reef Beach, it might be cool to have an art.
Could probably do it when it's not turtle season. but-
Right. I'm thinking Ocean Reef Beach would probably be a good time to do an art installation that does focus on recyclables.
Yeah, that would be.
As long as it's art. The problem is it is garbage, and there's one in Charleston, South Carolina, Mount Pleasant. It's actually, it's a big pelican, and it's super ugly. It's the worst. It's just hard to look at. I mean, it's a beautiful place. It's the marsh. It's Shim Creek. It's
And
a
then there's
beautiful
this,
place.
like,
And then they got that. It's like, if it was art, I get it. But if it's not art,
These are temporary installments.
Oh,
they're
We're not
temporary
making monuments.
Okay. Okay, I thought you were making something, you were gonna keep it
No,
there,
the proposal kind of like talks about it.
and then ship it back to where it came from. Okay, no, that's fine. All right, sorry about that.
No, it's a good point. It's a really valid point.
And manatees aren't the most beautiful things either. I love manatees.
You ever see a manatee's eyes though, crystal blue?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But manatee mailboxes don't do anything for me.
Seriously. No.
This is good. The folks who have that sea turtle, or the turtle, not sea turtle, like turtle mailbox, who put the Ninja Turtle thing on it, I was like, these people are awesome. Like, yeah, 'cause
That's funny.
I suspect they didn't build it, like it came with the house, but they're like, having a good time with it.
All right, so we got the two agenda items. Anybody have anything else? That's probably enough there. We could talk
Well,
about
the
it.
and Sea Grant, going back to John's agenda item.
Okay.
The Sea Grant.
Okay. All right, so, any staff comment? Can we move on? All right, moving on. Adoption of minutes from December 12th.
So move.
I'll second.
Okay.
Who's second?
Mark Boyd.
David Bigliotti?
Yes.
What else is here? You get to vote, so Stephen Gillum,
Yes.
Mark Boyd,
Yes.
John Farias,
Yes.
and David Floyd.
Yes. All right.
Christopher Reed, yes.
Anyone else have anything?
I'm sorry, you're not on the list, that's fine.
See, I told you. it's
Yes.
still work-
Okay.
So where's Julie?
Yeah.
Cruise ship somewhere.
Yeah, she's at like a rock
Out of the country.
Oh,
event, right? Isn't it music related?
It's a rock.
Yeah.
Okay. I know where she is now.
Yeah. No.
All right, unless anybody has anything else, that's it.
Lastly, the bike thing has been good.
Yeah, tell us a little bit
We
about
had a good gathering on December. You were there?
yeah, it was
Yeah, it was
awesome.
good. I was
Yeah, tell us
late.
about
I was
that.
late.
I was
Thanks
out of
for
town.
keeping everybody there.
I went with some friends. They came to my house. They were all tricked out. We were not. I just had a regular bike with a regular, but we had all the lights on, so I thought that was pretty cool, but.
We had about 40 plus, and
Yeah.
it was great. And then that even carried over to the new year. We had a great group. People actually, I was able to send out the route to people who wanted to know the route. And they just joined us along the route, and the crowd got bigger and bigger. No, it's different routes. And the crowd got bigger and bigger, so it's been
That'd be a
great.
cool thing to
It's
Post
been
on
great.
Facebook too.
I intend,
So Joey posts those on Facebook?
yeah, and Julie does the flyers, so
On the
I really,
sustainability board page?
yeah.
And I
But-
believe Bob's even talked, I mean, I went
Yeah.
there recently, and they were like all excited.
Oh,
about
yeah.
all of them as well.
They come.
Yeah, they come.
Yeah.
So they talk about them in their store as well.
Yeah, it's great.
We're
So-
still going to Lawn Doggers at the end.
Yeah, and I personally get 2 pitchers of beer, and,
Personally.
and then, to share.
He walks his bike home after that.
And then Long Doggers covers about 2 to 3 more, you know, they kind of match
You gotta
my.
keep that on the down low.
Hey, it's,
That's what
we're all having fun. It's not just for me, you know, I share. But, so it's been really good. More and more people are talking about sharing it on their Facebook, so I think it's gonna get bigger, and I'll just continue doing it until it withers out in the summer, if it does.
And it's the third Friday. at
Third Friday
7.
at 7, starting at the Schechter Center.
Yeah.
It's been great. Jazzy's been helping out with that, like we've been bouncing ideas off each other.
So they do that food truck thing every third Friday too, right?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's a PAL event?
Yeah. Jazzy's you've been giving out stuff at your work too,
Yeah,
right?
I'm promoting it this
So we're getting,
Yeah, there's a lot of
We're
people
getting a lot
that
of
are
people.
interested. I've been
Yeah.
telling some people about it.
and my whole spiel is that I'm simply asking, I got a spiel now. I simply ask people to consider riding their bike to Publix instead of driving their car at least once a month. Just think about that. That's all I ask. Just, that's my ask. And I was also thinking about doing prizes next month. We've got a basket we can give away. And also I was thinking about reaching out to Publix to see if they have maybe $100 gift card. If you ride your bike to the store, you can, use that gift card, put your stuff in your backpack. I think that'd be a cool thing to give away. Once a month.
There's a certain form to fill out for Publix.
Okay, so maybe even $50 a month. I mean, whatever will fit in your backpack. I think $50 is a pretty good amount, considering the price of food and how it's skyrocketed. So I was thinking about some program like that where you go to the store, you meet with the manager. Hey, I'm here, I'm on my bike, check out my bike. All right, well, I'll do this $50 gift card, shake hands, boom. I think the people at the bike ride would love that.
You might be able to grab one off at the bike rodeo.
Oh, yeah,
We
that's,
were talking about that.
yeah, that's, yeah.
Maybe even like sponsoring that, even like you
Well,
can
that's
get someone to
the way
sponsor
the
the event for
Publix works
those.
with their website, you have to fill out an application.
Well, what I'm saying is even if
First,
Publix itself doesn't want to do that, you could get probably a sponsor to even
Oh,
sponsor
sure, yeah.
the cost of that.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I think it's a really cool idea, actually.
I mean, we do have some funds if we wanted to allocate that every year to put, so much aside.
Oh, you're saying once a year? I'm
I'm
saying,
saying every ride.
Every ride, yeah.
$25 to a single person every ride.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Does that.
But I gotta come through and talk to Julie when she gets back and get the new flyers out and get them up on Facebook. Facebook has obviously been kicking butt because people are seeing the ads and coming out. So I'm actually a little overwhelmed with joy on how it's been going. It's been going very well. Like, all things considered, I don't really put too much of my time into it, but people are showing up. So if we had more people pushing it, we'd have 100 bikes, guaranteed.
Have you figured
We should
trying,
actually, reshare the video from the first one. 'cause
Absolutely.
That did really well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can always
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
reshare that occasionally on the page, and we should get like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can always reshare it a week before that event.
Yeah, I share it on my little Facebook.
What's the ratio of like adults to kids? Is it like 50/50 or?
No, not at all. We have more adults.
More adults?
I'd say we have 5 kids who are in the front, and I'm busy trying to keep them from going way far ahead of us. And we actually had a 4-year-old girl who was charging it last time. She didn't want to do the short route. She stayed on the full route, and everybody was staying with her. She eventually petered off, but it's cool. She made it really far.
So as it gets,
And
have you thought about like later on, as you get closer to the hot season, you gonna change the time or just, I guess.
the nighttime is so wonderful. I
Well, it
think,
won't be night. but-
yeah,
That's what Bob said, Ben at Bob's Bicycle, he said that the night ride was
It's so-
incredible, he wants to see more of that.
yeah, I got my lights on,
Yeah.
and everybody brings their lights. We're like a big bunch of vehicles coming down the road, we look like trucks coming down the road.
And we're loud.
And
we
Chris
stop
has a-
traffic,
he has
I got
a-
the
he
stop
stops the
sign,
traffic with
and,
the sign,
More
and then
people
people
take
can go through, because it gets to be a pretty big crowd sometimes. So it's pretty cool. I mean, we might have to get more.
Do you need a stop sign or
rides.
anything, like?
I use the schools, the Verde Eco School stop sign,
Okay.
and John actually came through last time with his family.
Yeah, that's fun.
So, yeah, it's great. I'd encourage people to come out, and I don't think we take away from the PAL event too much, because we started about 7, so that, the PAL event starts at like 4 or something.
Yeah, we probably contribute to it because we.
I would think so.
That's right.
I got food there. Will last
Yeah,
a month.
I would think so.
Helps the food trucks.
So,
I'd like to see it continue through the summer and actually just stay as a night ride through the summer.
yeah, me too.
And then
But,
continue back in the fall with a little bit more of the evening rides.
yeah, the adults want to make a pub crawl, but I just want to make it where it's family friendly,
Yeah,
So-
so it's just a ride.
All right.
Stops.
Right.
But can you make some kind of a game like a treasure hunt or something where, I don't know,
I don't know. I'm pretty leery about keeping people safe, because we just recently had somebody get hit by a car over here on South Patrick, and I think that was the night of our last bike ride. So,
I've actually been hit by a car before, that's actually why I don't participate. And
Right.
I actually, since the car accident, have only either ridden on a trainer or on a fat tire bike on the beach. It's mentally, I just don't think it's.
I
worth it.
hear you. I stopped riding for a while because I had a friend who was hit too.
That was like 6 months, I couldn't even be over with like 3 of them, like I was recovering for a long time, tore stuff in my shoulder and my knee, it was like.
Did they even
got
stop, or
Really
did they
lucky.
keep
Well, she came out of the condo and just ran the stop sign and just hit me. I mean, that little white line that everyone's supposed to stop at,
Yeah.
they stop the road, yeah.
So, I'm busy just trying to keep it safe.
Yeah, I'm glad to
Closing
see-
the gap, so we don't have an opportunity for cars to get through. That's basically what I'm yelling at the whole time I'm riding. And,
Do you think about mixing it up at all, like maybe going
Safer
out
route.
to the north, like?
yeah, I
through-
thought about going through the old base housing.
Yeah, I was thinking that, is that trail still there, that, by the
By-
satellite high?
Well, not satellite,
You can't
but
get
Delora.
through, that's the thing, is
Delora.
you have to go,
All the way
I mean,
you have to
Delora.
go, you have to go up to, like the new base housing to cut back through, like by the chapel and all
You're by
that.
Holland, you can get through at Holland. You can cut
Holland?
through it there.
Oh, really?
I think it'd be a little weird going through there, though.
Is the gate open?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
always open.
We play airsoft back there.
Oh, that's probably.
Sundays, if you want to come out, 3 o'clock, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We have some extra, you have to have a mask and everything.
All right, well, I guess that's it for this evening, since we're on, just chit-chat now, pretty much. But thanks, everybody, for coming. Meeting adjourned.